Welcome to Any Chalk News Report, and today I'd like to talk about future cap issues of the Toronto Maple Leafs coming up with 2020 off season. Just kind of want to tell you, a GM can't just think about now and now. That's it. They also have to have a little insight about thinking about the future too, to know what happens to their team, what happens 2020, 2021, or in like 5 years or 2025 or something. You gotta make sure your team doesn't fall apart and become a rebuild team again. You gotta make sure you can hold that team together and not lose so many players at once. And the problem of the future of the Toronto Maple Leafs is they got so good too fast, and all this cap issues, it's gonna hurt them. Let's look at it. So cap right now, the cap space is zero. Of course, they took on the David Clarkson deal. They're probably gonna sign him on, put him on long-term IR. That's gonna be gone, or they might buy him out, or just something. I'm sure they're gonna figure out something because they still gotta sign more now. So that's something they gotta do. But let's get into it. How about 2020, 2021? Let's get into it. So some of the deals, 1 year UFA, it's Garrett Wilson. He just got signed. That's nothing really. Spencer, not really biggie. Um, Alberg, Ganthier, nothing really. Those are two restricted free agents. Um, Looking here to Cody Ceci, he'll be a UFA next year. Jake Muzzin, Barry, and Marincin. Of course, Marincin just signed a 1 year deal this past season. So, looking at that defense of how many players you will lose in the 2020 offseason, I want to rail you here. If you're a Maple Leafs fan, I would be a little concerned about this defense core now. You knew that when at the deadline we were going to get Jake Muzzin, you were thinking we were going to try to push for it, and never worked as much. CC, same thing. Does he want to still have Toronto? Maybe he does. Maybe he has a fantastic time in Toronto. Who knows? But that'd be great to know. And so many of these players, this defense is going to fall apart in 2020 if they can't sign these guys. And the thing is, how much is Marner's deal going to be? That's the whole idea. What happens if a team like has a lot of cap, like the Arizona Coyotes, the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Carolina Hurricanes don't have as much as they used to? Talking about those teams, what happens if they give like 11 million, 12 million? What happens after that? Then some of these deals get cut out, and they gotta bring some people from the minors up because they can't afford any 1 million, 2 million deals, or any 5 million deals because they already have like literally 3 players, 4 players under 10 million or over 10, around 10 million, literally, right? So, and even like Barry, he wants like 8 million. So right now, currently, he's making 2.75, and of course, it was retained salary a little. But talking about that, 8 million is going to be a lot if he goes around that range. And he's also UFA, so he can pick wherever he wants to go. Also, Freddie Anderson, I like to also talk about. If Freddie Anderson has a really good year the next 2 years and comes up on that contract year 2021 to 2022 season, the thing about that is he might want to raise. Definitely, if he can really play, he might want around 7 million. Put it out there. I know it's 2 years from now. You gotta actually think a little about this. 2 years from now, Freddie Anderson's gonna want a little bit more than what he has. He's gonna be 31 too. So a shorter term contract, 7 million potentially if he does what he does right now. It's kind of hard to talk about contracts 2 years from now, but you gotta talk a little about the future here. What's gonna happen, goaltending wise? You don't have Sparks anymore. He wasn't really your guy anymore. Who is your guy? Justin Wool? Like literally, who is? That's what we're trying to find out. Hutchinson's a UFA after the end of the year. That's really nothing, really. If you really play, maybe he's full. And we know that the PTO contract is um, by Neuvirth, so we know that too. Yeah, so and Hall is also a UFA. So, bunch of UFAs coming up, and that's the thing. Do you have enough cap for these guys? Definitely, I can tell you right now, they're going to lose a couple of guys. A couple of key guys. You're not going to sign everyone. Definitely, that's not possible. Unless the cap goes up and up, it's not going to go up as much as people think it's going to go. It went up 81.5 from 79.5 million. Now 81.5. It's a little, but some thought it'll be 83 million, 82 million. Some thought it'll be a little bit more. Not so fast. So who knows how the cap will go up to and all of that. But thanks for watching. Any Chalk News Report. If you're a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, leave in the comments below what you think about this, alright? See you next video. Bye.